But finally, a glimmer of light on the energy front, even if it's overseas rather than here in Australia. The British government, in their budget overnight, has just announced plans to reclassify nuclear power as environmentally sustainable so that it can have the same access to investment incentives as renewables. Now, this is long overdue, given that nuclear is the one and only proven form of 24/7 power with zero emissions. Mind you, all the British government is aiming at is nuclear producing a quarter of Britain's power by 2050, a percentage it used to supply decades back before the UK government went green. And the government is still asking whether small modular reactors will prove to be viable, even though they've been operating successfully and safely on British nuclear submarines for more than 50 years. But the energy madness continues here in Australia, with power prices going through the roof and looming gas shortages. Today, the Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews blamed greedy companies. The problem, he said, is that these companies are taking our gas overseas rather than allowing us to use it here. Here's Daniel Andrews.
70% of our gas is exported. So supply issues, in terms of meeting our own needs, are not quite the challenge that some would have you believe. The issue here is this: our gas that comes out of our seabed and our ground should be for our businesses and our households first. What we don't need, sell that to the world.
Now, hang on here. A couple of points. One, the gas being exported under these long-term contracts is coming, most of it from Queensland, not from Victoria. And two, Victoria has an abundance of gas in the ground, but thanks to the Premier's own policies, it can't be extracted. So no, Premier, our gas isn't skyrocketing because of gas exports. The fault is your fault because you've banned Victorians from accessing our gas in our ground.